Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Fred's Kitchen 312. And today we are making chicken and sausage gumbo. So, what we're going to do first, before we do anything else, is we're going to make our stock for the gumbo. I'm doing that before I even do my roux. So, for my stock, you just take, this is an 8-quart stock pot, and I put a tablespoon of chicken bouillon. And with that, I'm going to add, this is a quarter of an onion. I'm going to do another quarter of an onion. This is a large onion, by the way. And I have chicken thighs and chicken legs. So this is what I'm going to create my stock with. Keep the skin on, and we're going to cook this down to about half of this pot. So out of this 8-quart pot, I'll get 4 quarts of stock. So I have it on low, a low fire, and we're going to let this cook most of the morning so it can cook really slow. And then I'll start on my roux in my cast iron skillet. So for now, we've got I think it's 3.5 pounds of chicken and 2 quarters of an onion and a tablespoon of chicken bouillon powder. You can use Maggi, you can use Knorr, just as long as it's a low sodium, because you don't want a lot of salt. So I'm going to let this cook. I'm not going to cover it, and come back to it in maybe a couple hours and see what we get. And then I'll start on my roux, and we can start building our gumbo. All right? I'll holler at y'all later. You're in Fred's Kitchen 312, and today we're making chicken and sausage gumbo. Bye, y'all. Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to Fred's Kitchen 312. So I've got my stock still cooking. I'm waiting for the chicken to fall off the bone, and then I'll take everything out, strain the stock, and right now is time for roux. So what you want to do to make your roux is, please use a cast iron skillet, and you want to use equal parts of oil and flour. So I have 1 cup of flour in here, and then 1 cup of oil, and we're just going to sprinkle it in and start the magic. So the thing about a roux is you keep stirring. You keep stirring until you get that beautiful chocolate color. So this is going to take a minute. A good roux, it should take you maybe 20-25 minutes to make. So you're going to see it as it happens with mine. You're going to break up these little lumps. And I use a flat wooden spoon just so I can scrape the bottom of the skillet. A round spoon does not cover enough area when you want to bring it all around to blend it. So, and I have the skillet on medium heat because I don't want to burn it, because if you burn it, you got to start all over, and a burnt roux is nasty. So medium heat and stir. So you might get bored, so I may turn it off and I may not. I'll let it go until that color starts to change and get pretty. So you see it's doing a little change. Like I said, just continue to stir, because you want that change to happen evenly. So what I'm going to do is turn this off and babysit this roux, and then we can start putting this thing together. You're in Fred's Kitchen 312, and today is chicken and sausage gumbo. Bye. Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to Fred's Kitchen 312. And look at this beautiful roux. It took about 30 minutes, and it is absolutely gorgeous. So I took it off of the fire when it was just about ready, because this cast iron skillet holds heat. So you can take it off and work it until it's cool. And that's what I'm doing. It's just about there, and I can turn it loose and concentrate on everything else. But right now, can I tell you this roux right here? Look at that. Look how pretty that is. Now that's a roux. Remember, y'all, you have to have a roux if you making gumbo. So if you are not using a roux to make your gumbo, you're just making soup. So I'm gonna let this sit, and while I was allowing this to cool, I chopped up my Trinity. I got it right here. And I've got some thyme, and I got some green onions for just about the end. And I turned off the chicken stock. The chicken is falling off the bone. So I'm going to strain this, take the chicken out, take the chicken off the bones. And, well, you know, another reason to do this, aside from making your own stock, is chickens hold a lot of oil. So if you do this ahead of time, it takes all of the grease out of the chicken. The same as your sausages. I've got two kinds of sausage. I've got a Zatarain Cajun sausage and a regular smoked sausage. And I'm cooking them before I put them in the pot, just to release all of this grease. Because you don't want to, you know how when you're cooking food or soup or something, and the proteins release all of the oil to the top of the pot? Well, if you do this, you won't have to worry about that. So you're releasing all of the oil in this skillet. So I'm going to cook these and take these out now because they're just about done. I don't want to cook them all the way. So I'll pull these out and sit them to the side. Let me take them off that hot high. And I am getting ready to put this gumbo together. So I'll give you all a holler as soon as everything is in that pot, and we can start rocking and rolling. And also I have to get the rice on, so everything will be done at about the same time. So you're in Fred's Kitchen 312, and today we are making chicken and sausage gumbo. I have to come back to this roux. Ooh, look at this pretty. I'll holler back. Bye. Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to Fred's Kitchen 312, and we're gonna start putting this gumbo together. I've got another 8-quart stock pot, and we're gonna take the roux and loosen it back up in the skillet. And we're gonna take it and transfer it. Let's turn the eye on first to really low. And we're going to, let me take this rubber handle off. Or do I need to? Nah, it's good. Sit it up here and take all of that roux and transfer it to your other stock pot. Get it all out. So that's all of your roux. And with that low fire on, you want to heat it up slowly. Matter of fact, let's put this in the sink. So we're heating up the roux now, or reheating the roux. Give it a little more heat. And what we're going to do once this gets heated again is we're going to add our trilogy and stir that in. You just don't want to put it in here when it's cold. So a little heat does the trick. And you got your trilogy ready. And again, your trilogy is your green pepper, your onion, and your celery. So you want to take that and add it to this. Let's see, let's get that in there, that in there, that in there. I'm not going to put it all, I'm going to put 2/3 of it in there. Because it looked like a little, here we go. You could take what's left over and put it in a Ziploc bag and freeze it as well. But I don't want it to be too vegetable chunky. So we're gonna let this sit here and heat and stir it at the same time. Ooh, it smells good already. And right now I have it on a low heat. Okay, yeah, I see it cooking up. Cook this until the veggies get a little translucent in here. And it's cooking well now. Just keep stirring it. Don't let it sit. Some of that's out. Here we go. This can go here. And what's next is those sausages. Take those sausages and pull them right in. And mix them directly. Okay, turn the fire down because your next step is your chicken. I took all of the chicken off the bones and kept some of the skin and dumped that in. Directly after that, you want your stock. Add your stock. This is the stock that's left. perfect. And I want the seasoning to go in there too. Now you give it a good stir. Look at that gorgeous color. So now, I'm gonna add, this is 3 cloves of garlic minced. You can also add another cup of water if you'd like, because I want it to rise up. And let's see. Because all this is going to cook down. So, this is 2 cups of water. That should be cool. Give it a stir. Now you want to start adding your seasoning. So, even though I just put the garlic cloves in there, I'm going to use my seasoning. It's called More Than Garlic. It's got garlic, oregano, basil, black pepper. So that should be about a tablespoon and a half. And your next ingredient is a Creole seasoning. This is a Creole seasoning that I make for Legacy Seasonings. So you want to do a couple of tablespoons, no, a tablespoon and a half, like I did that one. Some accent, about 2 teaspoons. Now this is magic to me. I love this. I don't make it, but I love this. It's called Paul Prudhomme's Poultry Magic. And this stuff is fire. So, 1, 2. So that was 2 tablespoons. And last but not least, because I'm not using okra, a lot of people don't like okra in their gumbo. A lot of people do. I don't. So I'm going to use some filet. And filet powder is nothing but sassafras leaves. And it's used as a thickener. So that your gumbo can get thickened properly. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4 teaspoons. And of course, cracked black pepper. A couple of teaspoons. So the fire is still going. And oh, I have a spoon for this. Now we're gonna get some real stirring in. Stir this in. Stir this in. You might want to do a little taste test and see. Ooh, tastes perfect. Last but not least, green onions. I'm gonna say put half of this in there. And then parsley. So that parsley was about half a cup. taste. Okay. So, last but not least, I'm gonna add a little bit of, if I can find it, crushed red pepper. Crushed red pepper, and of course, a couple of lovely bay leaves. And the crushed red pepper, you just do the taste. I don't like a lot of heat, but I like a little heat. And that's it. You want to let it sit here, and you can cover it and let it cook. All right? So we'll come back once it's done, and I have to put the rice on now. The rice shouldn't take that long. I have a rice cooker, so I've got some long grain rice, basmati rice actually, and we're gonna plate it and eat it. So today we're doing chicken and sausage gumbo in Fred's Kitchen 312. I'll see you guys in a little while. Bye.